So we're continuing to declare independence, and this is a big topic because I think we get so caught up in the fact that we have this idea that we're not free to make certain choices, and yet we take for granted so much of our ability to make choices. And that's our first key piece, is that we have to believe that we do have the freedom to make certain choices, and they have to start with the simple things. So we have the freedom to choose what kind of foods we're going to eat. We have the freedom to choose whether or not we're going to watch some Facebook live video, or if we're going to go do some walk, take ourselves on a walk and exercise our bodies, or do something that's positive for ourselves. And these are the kinds of things that I want to empower you with, is that we all have the choice. So no matter what it is, whether it's good or bad, whether you say, oh, I ate that pizza, you know what, take responsibility for it. Take some personal responsibility for whether you eat that slice of pizza, or the 10th slice of pizza, or the ice cream, or the extra whatever. Whatever you do, that's fine. Take the responsibility and know that you made the choice, and that it's not bad or good. You made the choice. So make sure you are choosing what's the best thing that you can do for yourself. Because there's no neutral, right? It's either helping or it's harming. And you have the freedom to choose. We have that as human beings. We have the choice to choose in how we respond and how we react to anything. It doesn't matter what's happening to us. We have the choice to respond in either a conscious way or in a responsive stimulus action where it's based on something that's outside of ourselves. But if you're in my sphere of connection, then you know I am very interested in perpetuating this idea that we're creators. We're not victims of the planet. We're not victims of where we are in our lives. Wherever you are right now is perfect, because it's exactly where you've either intended to be, or by default you have ended up because you didn't realize and you weren't aware that you are actually capable of making choices in your life and doing things and creating your life. So when you get that, and when you understand that, and probably if you're listening to that, you have some sense of awareness, then declare the independence from that old paradigm. Declare independence from the nonsense. Declare your independence from the old perpetuating ideas that keep you stuck in the old ideas of your weight, of what your image should look like, your personal self-image, all that reflection of something that's negative and something that you don't want. Instead of beating yourself up about it, declare independence and decide that you are free to choose. What is it you want to do? What is it? How do you want to live your life? How do you want to look? How do you want to feel? So that's what I'd like to, for all of us, is one, from Yoga Lachi, from me, I'd like to say, let's declare our independence. I could list so many different things, but you get the idea. Declare your independence from the things that are no longer working in your life. You have the freedom to go forward and choose the things that you want to create in your life. And that's in every area. So whether that's a relationship, you know, I haven't talked much about this, and I've kept this very whatever the word is, I was going to say the public relations around a divorce, when you have children and when you're kind of a public figure in my community. I put out a lot of videos, so I don't like to put out a lot of the noise, and didn't like to share a lot of the noise over the last few years of my divorce and the very, very difficult experience that I went through, that all of the people in the dynamic went through with the marriage ending and the divorce. But I will tell you that I did make a decision, and I declared my independence to be free to think of a higher vibration instead of being stuck in an old paradigm that would keep me stuck in something that was destructive to me, to my children, to my ability to move forward in life. And I chose from a place of freedom, not from a place of needing to, not freedom to or freedom from, but just freedom. I was free to choose. And it took an intentional effort to work towards a relationship with my kid's dad, with my former husband, in order for it to be something that's sane and not some evil, crazy divorce. So I'm not sure why I'm bringing that up, but I think it's important enough to know that we all have the ability to choose, and that's our freedom, that's our power. And that's a huge, huge piece in whatever circumstance. So if you are experiencing depression or anxiety or pain, if you're suffering, if you're in a bad relationship or just got out of a bad relationship and you're sad, you have the ability right now to declare your freedom that you get to choose. You get to choose your thoughts, your actions, no matter what situation you're in. And I can tell you, I've been through the gamut, and we can come up with zillions of excuses, but the bottom line is you are personally responsible for your life. So declare independence and celebrate it. And then go celebrate the freedom that you are creating, the freedom to create you and to live your best life and to be the best version of you. That's my passion. That's what I help my clients do, my people around me, the peeps that come to me, and that I open my circle up to, because we have to step into our own best version of ourselves or die. I mean, really, that's how intense and how passionate I am about this. So that best version of you, what does that look like? I want you to declare your independence from someone else's idea, someone else's version, someone else's decision about how you should be or who you should be, someone else's permission that you're waiting to receive. Stop. You have the permission. You have the freedom to give yourself permission. So let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate the freedom that we do have. And yes, let's celebrate what happened in 1776, where there's amazing people, whatever the beliefs and all of that. I know it wasn't all perfect. Nothing is ever perfect, but I am grateful to be in this country. I am grateful to be in the United States of America. Do I love the current president of the United States? No, but I think it's a reality TV show, and I think that it's so small as to what's really, really going on. So I'll put that to the side for a while, and I'll focus on what's good, and I'll still focus on the honoring of what it means to be an American and the people that have and do fight for our country. And I will celebrate our Independence Day as well. And I'll go out and my boys will light their fireworks and we'll make our flag cake and we'll do all of our traditions. And I hope you will as well. Celebrate with your family, love your family, and declare your independence and fight for your own freedom. I'm fighting for your freedom with every breath as I fight for my own and I fight for my boys. Okay, peace and blessings. Happy Independence Day.